Okay, this should be interesting because Paul sent us some homework about 2 weeks ago. And then last week we couldn't record because it was too noisy outside. And then this week we went to do the questions and they went, "What questions?" And so they spent the last minute and a half preparing. This should be interesting.
A whole minute and a half.
A whole minute and a half preparing for these questions. This should be top-notch entertainment, everybody. Here we go.
Okay, first question. These are movie-related questions.
That's a good thing.
What would the title be for your life's movie?
What would it be for you, Mark?
Your biopic.
Reboot. Because I don't know how many times in my life I've sort of hit the reset button, started over. But I think Reboot would be a good name for my life's movie.
I think that is an awesome title for your movie.
What would your title be?
You know how movies have like 2 parts? So The Hunger Games, Songbird something.
Yes.
Well, mine would be The Sofa King. Awesome dude.
Awesome dude? Where do you get that part from?
It has to finish the sentence.
Sofa King. Wasted opportunity. Sofa King. The making of bed sores.
Bed sores.
I think.
Okay.
Sofa King. How I gained 50 pounds. I think those fit a little bit better.
What about yours?
I got Making Lemonade. Would be a good story because no matter how crappy life stuff throws at me and throughout my life, divorce, fired,
nephews,
bankruptcy, cancer, etc., I still seem to rebound.
So you guys are both in the same boat, really. You're
no, I'm successful.
I'm still working on that.
Still working on it. He's younger. He has time.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mark has rebounded and gone up in steps of quality. You rebounded and gone up in steps of quality, but you hit that one step that really brought you up.
Yeah.
So Mark just hasn't hit that step yet.
That's right. But it's also attitude.
Working on it.
Right? It's always attitude.
But do you really make lemonade out of lemons? Is that really what's happening? You take something bad and make it good? I know you did it for your YouTube channel. You had to stay home because of your illness.
It's all about cause and effect, right?
The divorce. Like, I was in it was not a great marriage. Finally got divorced and things got better after that. Relationships got better.
Yeah, but is it because you made lemonade out of those lemons?
Yeah, because
he couldn't make better relationships if not for the divorce. Yeah. Otherwise, that's not a good situation.
So you took the lessons learned and made life better.
Yeah.
Okay. What movie should have never been made?
There's so many.
So many.
Name one. That's kind of the point of the question.
I'm gonna say the first Star Wars, not the prequels. The
Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens should have never been made.
I'm gonna say Star Wars, but I'm gonna say The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was the start of the decline of Star Wars. The Force Awakens, they still had a chance. It had still had popularity. People were wondering what's going to happen in the second movie.
I think right from that moment, though, they were taking it on the wrong path. I would have rather them not make it and leave Star Wars as the legacy that it was.
Well, they didn't pay $4 billion not to redo movies.
Well, no, but...
But you're right. But Last Jedi, there's no way that should have... Kathleen Kennedy should have looked at that script and said, this has nothing to do with the first movie. What the heck is this? And thrown it out.
Well... Yeah. Okay.
That's my answer.
What about you?
Mine would be the entire Hobbit trilogy. Lord of the Rings, my favorite. Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, they're both the same. But I'd say it's tied for my favorite trilogy. Everybody loved it. Won super multiple awards. Everybody regards it as like one of the best trilogies of all time.
Yeah, it can never be duplicated now.
And then they come out with The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And they actually tarnished the legacy.
Oh yeah.
And nobody's talking about Lord of the Rings anymore, even though it was so high up on everybody's esteem list.
Yeah, well, and I find that they did the exact same thing with Star Wars. That's
Yeah.
so.
Except with Star Wars, they continue to ruin it.
Yeah, well, they paid $4 billion, right? So they're trying to, I don't know, get their money back $1 million at a time. Is that
I don't know.
1,000 at a time.
1,000 at a time?
Name a movie that best describes the other.
Okay, so for Paul, I would say The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Just because you've never really had any
Sex.
sex.
Let's just say it. Let's put it out there.
Put it right out there. Is it your birthday yet? Okay.
And for Don, I'm going to say, and this is not quite accurate, but I'm going to say Brewster's Millions. Because he came from nothing, and then suddenly...
But I wasn't given.
Well,
I
mean,
had to work for
through
it.
whatever you had. That's why I said it's not exactly, but then success.
And it's definitely not millions.
No,
I
but,
wish it was.
but in contrast,
Okay.
the big difference.
You.
Okay, I wrote stuff down. I don't know what I wrote. For Mark, I have Delivery Man starring Vince Vaughn.
Because you're just spouting kids everywhere. That's what it is.
All right.
What did I write? An affable underachiever finds out he's fathered 533 children through anonymous donations to a fertility clinic. Okay, well, you don't have a fertility clinic on, but...
I did.
He did go to fertility clinics. That's how he has
Oh, yeah.
one of his kids.
So, I mean, I could have hundreds, if not thousands.
For
That's
Don,
a scary thought.
Don, I have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids because little tiny Don is huge and is really tiny in his huge house and big car.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, that's a stretch. For Paul, I put down Groundhog Day because out of everybody, your day is the exact same every single day.
And that's the way I like it.
That's like, there's no change in his day. Every day.
Get up, go to work, come home and nap, make dinner, watch anime on TV.
Go to bed.
That's my
Repeat.
day. Every day.
Every day. Every day, Groundhog Day. And for Mark, I have Bucky Larson, Born to be a Star. Now, I don't know if you've ever remember seeing this movie. It's when the most ugly guy in the world tries to becomes a porn star.
This is Knucking Butts. No, no?
But he becomes such a famous porn star because none of the guys are jealous of him. So they don't mind showing their wives the porno movie.
Hey,
Bucky Larson.
thanks for that,
You're
Don.
welcome.
That's funny. I've never heard of that movie, but it sounds
You
funny.
gotta look it up now. It wasn't very good, but I mean, it was like the premise was funny.
Mark porn? Favorite dystopia movie? Thinking about current events, this might be relevant.
1984.
Why?
Because Big Brother's watching. Everything you do, everything is censored. Everything is, especially in Canada right now, the way things are going. So yeah, 1984.
What do you think?
But that's a book. Was it a movie?
It was also
Yeah,
a
it's a
movie.
movie.
Yeah. Favorite, because The Matrix. I think there are a lot of people who just, what they know is what they're fed by people who want to feed them their narrative or their agenda. Somewhat like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's too bad that people can't wake up from it and just start critical thinking again.
Well, Trudeau said it best, right? He said, they don't give him a free pass on everything that he does, for no reason. It's because he paid them $600 million.
I don't get the answer.
Yeah, but I'm going to have another one. Also, The Truman Show. Complete obliteration of privacy. Yeah, complete obliteration of privacy now. Because there's cameras everywhere, There's going to be digital currency, so the government can shut off your bank account when they know you're buying something they don't want you to buy. They're going to be able to control your electric car. Oh, you drove this many miles, so now you're run out of your allotment.
Of travel and
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Oh, and you've eaten enough already, and so this is how much food you're allotted.
yeah. Oh, you bought more than 3 pounds of meat? Okay, we're
Yeah.
cutting you off now.
Food shortages, yeah.
So,
Alright.
yeah.
I see that coming. What do you think?
Mine was Demolition Man, because we have so many people nowadays that just don't know how to deal with society and deal with any kind of like adversity. So if you remember Demolition Man, suddenly there's one violent guy shows up, and everyone is like, "Hello, how are you? Excuse me, sir, would you mind not doing that?" Punch in the face, and they don't know how to react. Whoa, oh no! Twitter. Oh no, they're invading Ukraine. Tweet. That's how we respond nowadays, and so
Put a flag on our profile. I watched a show, like I think probably a TikTok or a YouTube short where it was just the one comedian guy. He's done a few skits, but he's like, I don't know which flag to post. You know?
yeah,
Wait, is that the one with Sylvester Stallone?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that one
And
wasn't
Sandra
so bad.
Bullock.
That's the one where you get free toilet paper when you swear.
yeah, yeah. Real like that's how our society seems to be had been heading, with the whole political correct about everything.
Yeah. That's all about to change. With when Pierre gets in. We're gonna start to
in Canada.
we're gonna start to heal.
We hope.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
If you could take 2 movies and merge them into one, what would the 2 movies be, and what would the new storyline look like?
What do you got?
I got a good one, so let's see.
Okay, but you've gone last.
Okay,
every
want me to go
time.
first?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Rocky and Rambo. And the story is
Well, the actors are the same.
but 2 franchises. Rocky is on a junket going to one of his boxing fights. He has a whole bunch of people. He's on a flight, and the flight gets hijacked. And Rambo is sent in to rescue the hijackers.
Rescue the hijackers.
Rescue the people on the plane. The plane is actually brought to a camp. Rambo has to go in to rescue everybody.
What does Rocky have to do with it?
Rocky's on there, and he keeps.
He's just on the plane.
No, it comes to the point where they realize he's this tough guy and everything like that, and the leader of the terrorists and everything. They want to challenge him and embarrass the American fighter, and they're going to live broadcast it, and he has to fight the leader.
Hey, you said you had a good one.
That is a good one. I think that would, and especially back then, that movie would have taken off.
Okay. Well,
It's Expendables before Expendables,
if you think his is crap, why is yours better?
because he hasn't thought of one yet.
No, yeah, I have. Jurassic Galaxy. Right? We've done Jurassic World. Now, instead of populating a park, right? They're going to
Populate the galaxy.
populate a planet of dinosaurs. They're going to make a whole planet of dinosaurs.
That's Jurassic World.
Listen,
A planet is a world.
a different planet in space. And they're going to, now the new dinosaur, they're going to infuse the dinosaur with alien DNA. Right? And then it's up to the Guardians of the Galaxy to put a stop to their shenanigans before alien-infused dinosaurs are
Hey,
unleashed
I'm going to stop you right now.
on the galaxy.
This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Until the next one. Go ahead. Next.
What? Tell me that's not better than yours.
I definitely tell you that's not better than mine.
Oh, come on.
I think both of yours suck.
Now let's hear yours.
I tried to sell it with excitement.
Okay, at first I was thinking about blending the Naked Gun with the Lord of the Rings.
That's
Sure.
quite a blend.
Yes, because I think that would be really fun and epic. But then I figured it's just like
All the other spoof movies.
Dumb and
that are out
Dumber,
there.
right? Like it's wacky comedy on a road trip.
Right.
So then I said, how about Lord of the Rings with the movie 300? So you got the epic story of Lord of the Rings, but you have all the stylized, awesome visuals.
blood visuals.
But what's
and,
the story?
yeah, it was the story, Paul.
You just said,
well,
now it's going to be stylized.
You gotta.
What's the story?
You got a bunch of people who have to bring a ring to a volcano, but instead of a hobbit, you got like Spartacus or Leonidas.
So less of a hero's journey and more of an invasion.
So it's just like a cool looking action adventure.
So it's Lord of the Rings with different visuals.
Black and white guys
Like,
that are topless.
Take Lord of the Rings, which
Shields.
is epic, but then make it awesome to watch. Like, oh, like I see this
Because
on
it
the
wasn't.
screen.
Because
Oh.
Lord of the Ring wasn't awesome to watch.
Yeah, but it was awesome because of the acting and the story.
I think mine, by far, is better than both of yours.
Let's leave it in the comments below. Which movie do you think actually would have a possibility at one point of actually being made?
No.
Or even, can his be made? We don't even know what it is. It's a stylized Lord of the Rings story. Okay. His is Jurassic Space.
Jurassic
Galaxy.
Jurassic, like Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
If you run out of ideas, what do? You go to space.